Ooh, okay, so he's some kind of superhero. This is how he beat her?
Look at those pants.
It's the shoes and the pants. This looks so funny. Oh my god. And then we see her face. It takes forever to see her face.
You see her ass first.
You see her ass first. She comes in ass first, and then boobs. It goes feet, ass, boobs, face.
Yep. So Wonder Woman. She's somebody that most people know, but I think most people don't know a whole lot about her. People mostly know like the 70s show, and she was in Super Friends.
Yeah,
so people
just kind of the costume.
Yeah, people kind of know, you know, the costume and invisible plane, which is a thing that she hasn't had in like 30 years.
Lasso of Truth.
Yeah. But, I mean, people aren't super familiar with her or her history, even though she has, like, a super interesting history. The whole thing with Wonder Woman is that she's supposed to be very compassionate because she's an Amazon goddess, and she has this, you know, super strength and superpowers because she's a goddess, and she believes that she must use them to help those who are less fortunate. She tends to be careful about how she uses her force because part of having strength is also knowing when to have compassion. A bit of an issue with her stories is trying to find the right balance between that compassionate part of her and like the badass, kick-ass part of her. And the best Wonder Woman stories find how to, you know, bring these two together in a good way. This TV pilot does not do that.
Ma'am, give him up.
If I give him to you, he'll lawyer up.
Give him.
Oh!
What? So basically, fuck the justice system.
This guy doesn't deserve rights. I mean, look at him.
Whoa, holy fuck.
In 2011, this pilot was made for NBC, and it was written by David E. Kelley. Who's David E. Kelley? Well, to explain that, let's go now to South Park co-creator Trey Parker. Take it away, Trey. Looking at this pilot, I just don't think that he gets the character.
Yeah.
It was a pilot that came out in 2011, and, you know, websites at the time talked a lot about it, and a lot of images of it came out, and when images of it came out, people thought it looked stupid, because it did, and then NBC decided not to move forward with the series. And you can see why.
Yeah, no, you definitely can.
So, we have Wonder Woman, aka Diana Prince, aka Diana Themyscira. That's the first really weird thing about this, is that Wonder Woman has not one, but two alter egos. Why?
Never really goes into that.
Well, there's alter ego number one, Diana Themyscira. She's the CEO of this toy company?
Yeah, the purpose of the company seems to mainly just be pimping out Wonder Woman.
Well, they're making a Wonder Woman doll, and that's the only thing we're told their business does. And the important thing about this alter ego is that she is publicly Wonder Woman. I'm thinking probably because this was, you know, kind of around the time that Iron Man came out, and in that, everybody knows that Tony Stark is Iron Man, so I'm feeling like that must have been, like, the influence for that. But she has another alter ego called Diana Prince, which is the name of her actual alter ego in the comics, and this is an alter ego. She's like the alter ego for her alter ego, so she can have a normal life, because I guess she needs to be a CEO, but she can't have a normal life.
But the thing is,
but she tells people that she's Wonder Woman.
I don't know, it's very confusing. And then it's also, the thing is, her normal life is, okay, so we see she has this fabulous penthouse apartment as CEO lady, but then she goes back to her other apartment, which is less fabulous, and puts her hair up in a ponytail in that, like, faux Hollywood homely thing of, like, oh, I'm just a regular girl and wears glasses. She's got a cat named Sylvester, and she just, you know, eats potato chips and watches The Notebook.
Talk to me.
About what? You want You're going away. You're leaving.
Is that the Notebook?
What the hell?
And I'm so happy.
I'm Wonder Woman, but I also love the Notebook. I have a cat too. I just pig out. I'm a regular girl.
That's amazing. There's a fucking scene in this pilot where Wonder Woman watches the Notebook and she thinks about her relationship and how her relationship is like the Notebook.
Yeah.
God, this fucking thing sucks.
You can really tell that this was written by a man. It shows so hard. They're like, what do women do? They like cats. They like Ryan Gosling. They like to eat fatty foods and then go, oh my god, I can't. Oh.
She mentions that she's an Amazon, but she doesn't explain anything about it, and that's the problem. Like, it's like they assume that people know what Wonder Woman's backstory is, but nobody knows what Wonder Woman's backstory is other than, like, super fans.
And then also, it doesn't explain, like, how much of her backstory is known within the world, also, because, okay, it would be one thing if she's Wonder Woman and she's out there, but has she told everyone that she's not human? Has she explained herself? Because...
why are people okay with this lady going around beating up people? And that's the other thing. That's the other, like, big thing about this. Just... There's this whole, like, political commentary on what it means to be a vigilante. And it's awful. Wonder Woman in this is a fucking psychopath. A violent psychopath, which completely goes against what the character stands for. She tortures someone. Yeah. She tortures a guy.
Help! Help!
Don't do that. That bugs me. Certain sounds, they bug me. Cry of a baby, bark of a dog. Snap of an arm. Didn't finish talking last night, John.
I'm represented by counsel.
Yeah, bet that's a real comfort at the moment. Tell me where the laboratory is.
I ain't saying nothing.
Torturing someone. La 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 la. It's like she's like Jack Bauer or some shit, which is not what Wonder Woman is.
You can't just go there.
Why not?
Because you tortured the information out of the guy. It would all be poisonous fruit.
There we go.
I am police, and I can't get a warrant with coerced, tortured information as my basis.
Some kids' lives are at risk. Are you telling me right now?
Are you telling me I can't torture people?
How is he not arrested?
I'm Wonder Woman!
Anytime someone tries to call her on her awful, unconstitutional behavior, she just chokes and or punches them.
She's like above the law. She believes that she's above the law.
Yeah.
You have invaded my place of business with no warrant. You have injured my employees, some catastrophically, others you have killed, and I have all of it on various cameras. You are about to meet your equal, Wonder Woman. The American criminal justice system.
Oh, everything she just said still stands, you know?
She just answers all arguments with violence.
The whole thing about Wonder Woman is that she's, like, nice and compassionate and doesn't just kill for the hell of it. And here she kills so many people. Yeah. There's a point where she grabs a pipe and throws it at a security guard and it goes through his neck. Yeah. It goes through his neck. Oh, shit! Most compassionate hero, everybody.
She's basically Jack Bauer / a dominatrix.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing about it. Like, her outfit in this is terrible. There's, like, the superhero shot where she, like, suits up and they close up into every part of the costume, and every part of the costume looks terrible. Her lasso looks like a rope that cost $5 at a Halloween store. Yeah. There's cosplay of Wonder Woman at conventions that's way better than this.
Most definitely. Yeah, it's just...
It looks awful.
So... Wonder Woman is clearly very objectified through all of this, so you've got plenty of
what makes you say that, Alexandra? Wonder Woman objectified in this when?
We need to talk about this dinner tonight with the senator. Case could be made that we derive revenue from your criminal activity.
Bad shot.
Yep.
Yeah, she needs to be bending down in a mirror for this scene. It's just vital.
Yep, no, and then the mirror placement, so we get ass and cleavage in the same shot.
It's brilliant.
Yep. It's really central to her character.
So she had a boyfriend, Steve Trevor. They were together, but then she decided that she was gonna be Wonder Woman, I guess because she has powers, and if she's gonna be Wonder Woman, she can't be with him, because then bad guys may target her loved ones. That's why you're supposed to have a secret identity, you dummy.
She has two different identities.
Yes.
And yet she still can't do this.
Steve could date the one that's just a silly cat lady.
Yeah.
The entire episode they're talking about how this criminal lawyer is gonna come talk to her, and then at the end it turns out that it's him because he works for the Justice Department now.
And he's married.
Oh yeah, and he's married and she's sad.
Oh, yeah, I got...
Married?
Yeah.
Congratulations. It's fantastic.
Thanks.
Ugh. God, this is bad.
Really, you would really like her. She's...
No doubt, I'm sure.
And this is where it becomes like so obvious how this failed, because this is supposed to be a romantic and dramatic moment where we give a shit, but we've been given no reason to give a shit. So
well, she's terrible also.
Yes,
I don't want to see her happy. So Alexandra, would you recommend people check this out on Dailymotion? That's where I found it.
No, I think the only reason I could think of to watch this would be as an exercise, like a screenwriting exercise of like, okay, so this is what you don't do, because they make a lot of really basic, obvious, like, storytelling mistakes, so it could be useful from an instructional point of view.
Yeah, I want to say there's no need to watch this. Just look at video and pictures of how stupid her outfit is and laugh at that. No need to watch this. Like, I'm very glad that this didn't get a series.
Yeah.
That would have been awful. You know what would be very funny?
What?
If the current TV universe they have going on with Arrow and Flash and Supergirl, if that included this version of Wonder Woman 2 and she just like shows up in one episode and they're like, yeah, this is canon now, that pilot that didn't get picked up. Canon.
We're going with that.
Yeah, make it happen, CW.
Yep.
It'd be funny.
It would be funny.
Bye.